Hey, what's up, RTQ? What's good, dude? I'm really looking forward to streaming and hanging out a little bit. I just got an important message. You know how I said in the title of the stream that I had a bit of a rough day? Basically, I fucked up at work. Like, I made a rookie mistake. And I'm not a rookie. So, I just got a message. And turns out maybe it wasn't my fault. I hope that's true because I've been beating myself up over it, and if it turns out that I didn't do this, it's gonna make me feel so much better about myself today. Yeah, a little bit of hope. What's up with you, dude? Check out my character. Check out this wild ass hunting horn that I bought. It's basically a bass drum. I'll be right with you guys. Yeah, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. My god, that makes me feel so much better, dude. Dying waiting for wilds? Dude, I'm dying waiting for wilds. When I played the beta, I had so much fun. Even though you could really only fight like a couple of monsters and you were in one area or whatever, I couldn't wait to get back into wilds. I enjoyed it so much. Now that because I bought a powerful gaming computer because I wanted to stream Tekken 8. And I haven't really found a different game that I really wanted to play that required some serious hardware. But with Wilds, I feel like I have, you know. I feel like it's the reason I got this decent rig, and I just can't wait for it to come out. I think Wilds has the potential to be a massive game for many, many years. And, you know, if Monster Hunter really already has a huge community, and, you know, 12th December, really? That's cool. I heard that they're not going to reveal the final character at the Tekken World Tour. They're going to do it after. It's one of the more interesting statements that Bandai Namco have ever done. Because, you know, they mess up and they have all of this community backlash because they're bad at communicating. I'm going to try and fight this monster called a Brachiodingus today. And it looks really cool, and I've never fought one before, but I have a new hunting horn and a new hat. And a new look. Like, I changed my character's hairstyle and stuff. I think she looks really cool. Yeah, so I just can't wait for Wilds. If the final Tekken character turns out to be Bob or Miguel, or Katarina or Gigas, which won't happen, you know, maybe we'll play some Tekken 8 over the holidays. Don't hold your breath, though. Let's go. One of the coolest monsters in the series. Yeah, I saw that it got nominated for Best Fighting Game, but then again, So were a couple of games that aren't even fighting games. What you have to realize about the Game Awards is that it's an industry circle jerk, the way most industry, or the way most award shows are. Something that you're definitely noticing if you keep up at all with video games and video game development right now is that we have a massive divide in the world of video games in between the people who consume and play them and are skilled at them, which is a distinction that I make, and the people who create them slash write on and commentate on them, right? And so you have this entire industry of video game journalists, or not really anymore because they're all going bankrupt because they're dishonest, unskilled, abrasive people. But you can tell that not only do they not like video games very much, they definitely aren't very good at them, right? And then on the development side, obviously there are many people who work in video game development who are very talented, but the thing about talented artists is they very, very rarely end up in decision-making positions. They don't climb those corporate ladders in a way that makes them influential at a level that makes sense. Think about all of your favorite game studios. You have places like Blizzard Entertainment. When they were a small studio of very dedicated people setting out to make games that they loved, they basically couldn't miss. But as the organization grows and the corporate structure becomes more intricate and large, you end up with people on top who are not professional video game designers. You end up with people who are professional decision makers, professional bosses, professional board members, people who specialize in having authority and running companies and managing financial statistics and pleasing the shareholders, right? And so that's why you see this almost like a narrative curve. It really is the case that they either die heroes or live long enough to become villains, because as they pursue success, one of the major consequences of success in this space is that everything that you stand for and everything that is actually honest about your project goes out the window when you have to prioritize things like first of all, profit, but then it also seems to be the case that there's been this huge influx of political programming that comes along with decision making in video games as well. And so there is the political agenda, which has nothing to do with making good games, and then there is also the financial targets, which when they get blown out of proportion are actually counterproductive to making good games, And so you end up in this weird place. And I think it does seem to be the case that the process is a little bit delayed in the East as compared to the West, which is why we still have some Asian, like Japanese and Korean and Chinese developers right now kind of killing it. And I hope the backlash, the paradigm shift that we are seeing in the industry at large right now will be significant enough that some of these studios will actually stay on the right side of history and keep making good stuff. Larian Studios. Yeah, there are a couple of examples of really, really good companies out there, right? But here's the thing. So Larian make Baldur's Gate 3, right? That's them, right? So Larian make this highly praised game. It doesn't have all of these typical issues that you see with modern development. Another one, a really big one that I've been thinking about lately, is this idea of scope bloat. Scope bloat is really interesting, right? So you're making a cool video game, Space Marine 2, and all Space Marine 2 really needs to be is it needs to get the world right. It needs to be grim and dark and grimdark. And then it needs to be a massive power trip for you because you get to play as a Space Marine, which is everybody's favorite faction in that universe. Not mine. I'm not a big... I love 40k, but I'm not a big fan of the Space Marines. I think they're kind of cringe. And then they need to get the gunplay and the gun feel and the combat feel to be satisfying and fun. It needs to feel good to blow things up in that game. And if that's like the extent of the scope for your game, you can home in on making those few things really, really precise and well executed, and create a good game that people are going to respond to. But when you are making these piece of shit open world games that always have to have, all of these different, like, you can get all the achievements, collect all the hidden feathers, you can get all the 58 alternate endings, and the map goes on for 1 billion kilometers in every direction, and the game just has this scope bloat. You end up with development cycles that go on for 6-7 years. You're employing people, dozens if not hundreds of people, to finish this one project. And if that project fails, now your studio fails. Now all these people are going to lose their jobs. And I think the most disingenuous and dark thing that is happening when things like that go wrong is, say for example, this game Avowed that people are talking a lot about right now. The art director for the game is going on tirades on social media, giving the game a lot of really, really bad press, and making people basically alienating the audience. And the fact of the matter is, if that game fails, it's going to have serious ramifications for everybody who works in his company. These artists that he talks passionately about wanting to employ. And if the game actually has some seriously good gameplay, some good art, and is worth something, and is ruined because people can't keep their shitty opinions to themselves when they're working in a creative space, and that's just really, really tragic, because it is like a sort of ultimate narcissism, right? And everybody knows that narcissism and self-aggrandizement it's one of the most abrasive things in the world. It's like the least attractive thing that a person can engage in. Anyway, it convinced me to not even try the game. Yeah, and I also will not try the game. Might not be because of him, but fuck it, I'll say that it's because of him now. Because fuck him, honestly. I think it takes some depth of character to realize that how you feel about black people or whatever it might be, expressing it aggressively in this context might not be conducive to you being a responsible person, and especially when you're in charge of people. Like, I'm middle management in my company, but I have people who I have hired and who I have trained, and I take sort of not letting them down kind of seriously, right? And orcs are really cool. I mean, there are a couple of things about the orcs in 40k that it gets a little bit too dumb. Like, I never really got into orc space travel. Orc space travel doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, the fact that they can sort of reality bend with collective belief and make unreasonable technology work and stuff like that, it's cool, but them sort of randomly being able to will giant space stations into existence, and then it gets a little bit too silly for me. And I would have preferred if you just had orcs that are intelligent and competent enough that they can just pilot spaceships. Maybe not build them, maybe they steal them from other factions. Maybe they have a bunch of Imperial ships or whatever, but I would prefer if it wasn't quite so silly when it comes to some of the technology. But the orcs are one of my favorite factions in both Warhammer 40k and fantasy. They're really, really cool. Feelings are important. Well, feelings can be important, but here's the thing. Feelings are important in a private context, okay? Like, it is important, like, to my girlfriend, how I feel, hopefully, matters, right? To me, how she feels matters. I just lost my grandfather last week. I'm and my grandmother, who has been with him for 52 years. Um, she's alone now. She's almost 90. She can't really cook anymore, so she buys these ready meals. I mean, decent ones, good ones, but things that you can microwave, right? And I'm alone right now because my girlfriend is in Japan, so I'm eating the same stuff. So I call her every day, and she talks about how she feels, and I try and listen. And we were eating sort of the same thing randomly. And of course, feelings matter, but when you step into a professional context, I think it's part of your responsibility to leave that stuff behind. And also, keep in mind that when these companies tell you that we as a company believe and we have such and such values, that is absolute bullshit and blatant lying. It's like Chris Ryan said. I mean, BP oil doesn't have a brain. It's not a being, and so it does not have the ability to have values or feelings. Where is this monster? It's sort of nowhere. Well, I guess we'll find it. But you know what I mean. And you should assume that pretty much any public statement from any large and powerful entity of any kind is first and foremost there to manipulate you. And then you have to filter and dissect it if you want to get to anything that approaches the truth, Joe Biden can publicly say 1,000 times over that he's not going to pardon his cokehead son who does massive amounts of drugs and fucks hookers on video, and then doesn't pay his taxes and owes millions of dollars in taxes, because if his son somehow wins the lawsuit, then he comes away with good PR and his son is not in jail. But then his son loses the trial and is going to go to jail, and so he pardons him. You see what I mean? It's like... Some companies follow their values. Well, I think as they get larger, they probably lose the ability to do that. But it's sort of like it's very akin to the process of evolution, and I think about that a lot when you think about companies, right? So if you are in a market economy, like a free market economy, then all of the companies in your industry are competing with one another for market share. And so any small advantage that you can gain on the competition is going to make you stronger compared to them, and you are going to outcompete them, and it's a survival of the fittest sort of scenario. For companies, the same way it is for animals living on the Serengeti. It's actually really similar. And so if you can find some sort of legal gray area or something that you can get away with doing that will the ramifications will not be immediate or serious enough that you will end up at a net loss, but it might give you a leg up on the competition, then you will do that. And so because these companies have to or will constantly attempt to survive, they are pushed constantly to find legal gray areas or flat out break the law or do things that are immoral, do things like employ lobbyists to try and influence policymakers and the legislature to make their lives easier at the expense of others, right? So I know it sounds like I'm going on the socialist rant here, but I don't really have a political ideology. I don't vote. I'm not very interested in this sort of thing, but I do like reading and I do like understanding. Like I used to study economics at university, and I do think it's an interesting subject. But whoa, new campsite. I've never been here. That's cool. Or we're finding some cool stuff at least. But you guys understand what I mean, right? So it's the same for all of these companies, and so I think really but then at the same time, you don't want every market to be very, very strictly regulated, and for there to be no space for expansion or profit to be made for these companies, because then the economy stagnates, right? So it really is that thing of what is necessary is an interplay between the two things, and the one has to temper the other and be in conversation with the other, and you don't want to end up in a situation where, you know, either ideology is taken to any sort of extreme, because that always ends up with people suffering and dying. Not that I would know. Socialist Whisperer, yeah. I'm gonna bring the chat up on my phone so I can do this without tabbing out. This game isn't trash like Tekken 7 though, so it's not going to crash just from tabbing. There we go. Okay, anybody want to give me a hint on where to find this monster? That's the wrong monster. Let's go up this way. We haven't been over here. But I don't want to run into Uragon, because it's not what I'm hunting, and he's also like a really annoying monster to fight. I bet he's going to be... Oh, here we go. Found it. Hey, what's up, 3Dizzle? Which locale do you like the most? I think I like the Coral Forest the most. It's the one I've been in the least, so maybe it's the one I have the least fatigue with. But with these Japanese fantasy games, I love the warm, saturated colors and the fun, really fantastical environments. I like them all except for maybe the Rotten Vale. Most people probably don't love the Rotten Vale. It's the least interesting one. Hey, check this cab. How's the audio, by the way? Do you guys think I should turn the game audio down? Can you hear me fine? Can you hear the game? Oh, here he comes. Brachiodingus. Edward Dildo Fingers. Let's go. He's got a cucumber for a head. This is going to be sick. Coral Highlands. Yeah, that's the one. So we agree. Audio's good. Hey, thanks, Quicker Stovolsky. Now watch me beat this guy with a bass drum. Hey, my controller just died. Is it out of battery? That'd be funny, right? We're just gonna run away until I can get some melodies going. Okay, that's attack up. And now we just need to do self-improvement and we're good to go. Oh no, he's up here. Please let me get the buff. The slime is gonna blow? Yeah, my controller is dead. That's a shame. It ran out of batteries. Oh, that's the wrong charger. Oh no! My weapon looks like a Bunsen burner. Does it really? Maybe a little bit. I think it looks kind of like a hot plate. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, so the monster got me one time, but he was cheating, so it's fine. Can we eat again? I was running around for so long that I can eat again. Rotten Vale is interesting from an eco... Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like an elephant graveyard, so I get it. It makes sense. It's just... They didn't make it that interesting looking, except for the really deep area, which is kind of cool. Like, I don't need any of this stuff. I do want the honey, though. Like, I don't really use items in these games. It's not really my style. I'll take what's provided in this box here, and then I try and do the fights with only that. Eat your pain away after you get bodied. Exactly, yeah. You gotta eat. This time we're gonna do my melodies before we jump into the fight, right? Didn't wait while I was AFK, exactly. So dishonest. It's okay though, we'll get him now. Oh, he's just gonna leave? I wonder what his weak spot is. I bet it's the slimy horns. Yeah, I think I managed to wound the arm, just barely. Q-tabs. Nice. Q-tabs is a technique that apparently high-level hunting horn players use. It's it sounds like a Tekken technique. It's quick. It's quick turnaround. A plus B, I think, is the attack, and it's a way to use one of your more powerful attacks a little bit more effectively. So it's like an advanced hunting horn technique. Yeah, the slime really does blow up, huh? I'm trying to get a mount, which is why I'm moving around so much and not fighting. Oh wow, it really does blow, huh? I have 4 mega potions. I wonder why. Okay, let's try and get this mount now. There we go. Looking up the tech. Yeah, I want to get good at this. You know, it's how when I really enjoy a game, when I'm getting into it, I want to like analyze the minutia and learn all the little techniques. That's why I fell in love with Tekken, you know. It was a decade-long journey of learning little things and learning little terms and stuff, and it was really, really enjoyable until, you know, the game became trash. I got a knockout? Hell yeah. Nice punch, dude. Yeah, get the arm that I put a weak spot on so that I can deal more damage. Let's try and wallbang. Oh, he just managed to not hit the wall. That's cheating. Oh no. I'm gonna learn how to aim the slinger better. Q-tabs. Hammer and charge. I love the hammer. The hammer is one of my main weapons. But I'm really getting into hunting horn since getting Iceborne. I think the spin attack that this move has, or this weapon has in Iceborne, makes it able to keep up DPS-wise with the other weapons, which makes it so much more worthwhile. And then we know for a fact that hunting horn in Wilds is going to be a very, very viable single-player weapon because they... you don't twirl his weapon to power it up. No, it's an attack. It's an attack. You power yourself up with these melodies, though. Self-improvement and attack up large are the only ones you really need for this horn, I think. This environment would be really good for the hammer. That was such a sick dodge. Iframes. Nice dodge, okay. I love this monster. This is one of my favorite designs so far. Love the colors. I kind of like fighting brute wyverns in this game as well. They're all kind of cool. Damn, he knocked me off with an explosion. Okay. Is he leaving again? Okay, so this guy is moving a lot. Wildscorn is nuts. Yeah, it's going to be the more advanced, probably the most advanced weapon in the franchise now. Because it's got multiple just frames. It's got the echo bubbles. It's got like cooldown management, just frames, big move list, extreme weapon variety. Like, there are all these like parameters that are different depending on what horn you equip. It's also true that in Wilds, you can use the horn to buff yourself and then swap to a secondary weapon, which... Oh no, get out of there, get out of there, it's gonna blow! That is cheating, dude. That's kind of like a Mortal Kombat character, putting down area denial and then stunning you inside of it. Wow, I'm in trouble. I was doing so well, too. Let's get some space. Wow, okay. Yeah, they nerfed attack up large. That's very true. And I think the reason they did that is mainly because they wanted to buff self-improvement. And the reason that's a really good idea is because if you have more power locked into the buff that is only associated with buffing yourself, then the weapon now is much less of a support weapon and much more of a single player viable weapon, which I prefer because blast resist, yeah. I don't really optimize, I don't really do builds to beat specific monsters in this game. I try and do a build that caters to my specific weapon, which I think is more fun. So like if I'm running the horn or the hammer, I'm getting slugger, I'm getting part breaker, I'm getting aerial attack. Let's try and get a toad on this guy. I'm not doing enough damage. I need to like get more damage in. Wow, he turned around really quick right there. There's a part. I want to grab the part because I think this guy's gonna have... Oh, is he tired? Let's get a weak spot on the head. Let's wound the head. Oh my god, how? You're so lucky, dude. Lucky slime dude, huh? Okay. He did it again. He's like pushing me into the stuff. Dude, this is OP. Another part. Let's grab it. Nice. Alright, when the Brute Wyvern does that jump, you have to brace. You can't just... Overhead smash, let's go. Nice blast. Did I break the head? Oh no, the whiff! That was so close too. Is he gonna move again? Okay. As long as he doesn't go to the like fire. Let's actually drink a cool drink now in case he does. Hey, what's up, DU? 1999. Is that when you were born? Then you are exactly 10 years younger than me. I was born in 89. And I only know two other things that happened in that year because I once received a birthday card that had the year of your birth and then some interesting facts about it. And basically two major cultural events the year I was born. The Berlin Wall came down. And Tim Burton's Batman came out. One, you know, might be a little bit more important than the other, but... Guess it depends. What's that glowing area that showed up here? What's this? I think I did this by mistake. I don't know what it is. Okay, so he puts the slime down with this weird spike on his head. Okay. Nice hit. Nice. I like this monster. Fighting that Barioth, the saber-toothed tiger thing, really put me off this game a little bit because I really didn't think the fight was well designed. And then after that came Tigrex, which I think was the same fight but even worse. So I'm glad to be back to something that feels more like actual Monster Hunter right now. Nice, and now we can get attack up large here. And then encore this into the head. Perfect. We managed to reset the melodies mid-like combat, which isn't easy. It's like a challenge with the horn, really. Oh, wow, he can really turn with that. I thought he was locked more on axis. Oh, I hate the roars when they knock you off with the roars. What's that? Like a black Rathian? Oh no. Tigrex? Yeah, I bet the monster itself is iconic, but that fight was very, very poorly designed. It was not enjoyable in the slightest. I mean, eventually, I bashed his head in, though. I got him. Okay, you can't walk there. Didn't know that. You always say that, Cat, but you do have pause free. Nice-oo, nice-oo. Q-taps. Whiff. Nice. Okay, so he coats the arms using the slime from his head, right? This is a bad idea. Yeah, because if he knocked me, he could have knocked me into the bombs. That was a bad idea. I should not try and get more clutch claw mounts until I like knock him down or something. Oh wow, okay. That's bad. Been watching your videos for so long. Feels weird not hearing you say anything Tekken related. Well, you know, that game will always be a part of my history, but let's be honest, it's not really worth my time anymore. Or yours. Which monster do you like design-wise? I really like this guy, but I think another one that I've really enjoyed, I was thinking about that just the other day, like, oh, this monster really cool. What was that? Which one was that? Oh no, he saw me. The new moose thing that you fight just at the start of Iceborne, like the second monster in Iceborne, I think that was really cool. That one's awesome. Oh. Yeah, is he enraged? Yeah, he's enraged. That's why it's so much harder now. Let them fight a little bit while I play this melody, then. Yeah, I sometimes just frame roars. It feels really good when you do. Really? Didn't know there was going to be an explosion, dude. Oh, really? Okay. Guys, I think we're switching to hammer for this fight because there are a lot of slopes. So I think I'm going to switch to hammer. Tobi Kadachi. Yeah, the Tobi Kadachi was kind of cool. It sounds very Japanese. It's confusing, right? Because I hear all the names in the game in Japanese, so I know some of them, but then the written down names are... And they're all, like, slightly different. So, like, the Tigrex in Japanese is like the Tigurix or something, you know? Yeah, let's go hammer. Flight jewel? Yeah. Definitely want the flight jewel for the hammer. You can block roars as well, I'm pretty sure. We were talking Tekken earlier. That's pretty true, yeah. Oh, this is the wrong place. Sorry. It's not where I'm going. I need to eat. It's weird when they change the names. Like, for example, I didn't know this, but there's this Disney movie Moana about like a Polynesian girl who, like, you know, hangs out with the Rock or something. And it's not called Moana in Sweden. It's called something completely different. Did you guys? I don't know if you guys are American. Odds are you are. But if you aren't, what's your like favorite awkward translated title from your childhood? Right? Because nowadays the Avengers just comes out and it's called the Avengers Endgame. You know. But when I was a kid, it would have been called something completely different. For Swedish audiences, they still do it in Japan, and it's really awkward. Like, there's this crime show called Criminal Minds, which is, you know, it's a solid title for a show. In Japanese, I think it's called FBI vs. Ninzoku Satsujin, which is a terrible title. They have these, like, subtitles, not subtitles, but they have that as well, but, like, undertitles that are just really, really awkward. The Predator? I don't know. But the Phantom Menace was called The Dark Threat in Swedish, which doesn't work as well. But to be fair, neither did the Phantom Menace, the movie, not the title. I had it on VHS as a kid, and I'm going to be honest, I liked it. I mean, I was young. I thought it was cool, you know. Breaking Bad, evil chemistry, yeah. Forgot to grab the cold drinks and the meds. Sea Siege. Phantom Menace, yeah, I liked it as a kid. I think it's a great kids film. Well, I mean, there's a lot of boring talking too, I guess, but there's a lot of spectacle. I think it was okay. I wonder where Brachio Dude is. Duel of Fates, yeah. Do you guys know the A Nightmare Before Christmas, the Tim Burton stop motion movie? You know, there's a song in it called Home Alone Is They Forgot About Me. Man, Kevin's mom in Home Alone is so hot. What's that? Is it Catherine O'Hara? Is that the actress? It's even a hot name. But the song from A Nightmare Before Christmas, This Is Halloween, if you think about it in your head and then gradually speed it up more and more. The mom in Beetlejuice, yeah. And Winona Ryder in Beetlejuice, who's now the mom in Stranger Things and looking better than ever. If you speed that song up enough in your head, it becomes Duel of Fates. I was hoping maybe I could like spot him from up here. Let's actually like do my songs now in case I find him. Oh, I don't have to do my songs because I'm on the hammer, sorry. Similar but different notes. Hey, you're not supposed to know anything about music in my chat because I don't. And you make me look like a dingus when you tell people I'm wrong, okay? Everybody who's even a little bit musical, leave the chat. You guys aren't welcome. Check this out. I'm way better with the hammer than the horn. Ah, he got me on the way in, okay. You like the boring talk? Damn, come on, man. Give me a break, I can't dodge roll enough for all of this. Wow, the damage on his attacks. I was actually doing better with the horn. Like, I've healed 1 billion times and I haven't touched him yet. Need to get a mountain real soon. There we go. The political storyline, yeah, that's all cool. I actually really like the idea of the fall of the Republic or whatever, becoming the Empire. And I've just been learning more about the transition from the Roman Republic to the Roman Empire. And that's a really interesting part of history. Like, Octavian is a really interesting guy. Oh, the end lag is horrendous on that. I didn't know. Forget about my Big Bang. End lag's too brutal. Yeah, we can't roll the slime off, I guess. Dictator Whisperer. It's funny because that's like, I think, an actual title. I think you could be granted the title of dictator, but it was temporary. It was like voting emergency powers to somebody, which is kind of what they do in Phantom Menace, right? But I was listening to this Roman historian talking about Octavian. So it's like, okay, you had the Roman Republic, and then eventually you have Julius Caesar, right? And he goes to Gaul and he conquers all these places and he like eradicates the Celts and he commits all this like horrible like genocide and stuff. But he's good at propaganda and he makes himself known as like a very great general and a conqueror or whatever. And then eventually essentially makes himself king, you know, of Rome. But very soon after he just gets murdered, right? Because Rome was supposed to be a republic. So he didn't get away with it. And then there's this power vacuum left after him, and it's like, who's gonna like try next? And you have the Senate trying to get back into power. You have Mark Antony, who is having sex with Cleopatra in Egypt, and people think it's going to be him. And then there's like another guy in Sicily, and then there's Octavian, right, who was, I think he's like Caesar's great nephew or whatever, which is interesting. So he was like a distant relative of Gaius Julius Caesar's, but after Caesar dies, in his will, he adopts his great nephew Octavian and makes him his son, which means that Octavian's name now changes from Octavian to Gaius Julius Caesar Octavianus. So he becomes the adopted son of Julius Caesar, and that gives him a lot of like really, really good PR, right? And essentially grants him an army. And so, and then I think they were at war for essentially 30 years. And Octavian eventually won and became Augustus, like the, you know, known for being the greatest emperor that Rome ever had, basically. It's a very interesting story. Hey, can I ask you guys something? Have you ever used dating apps? No judgment. I haven't, so I know very little about them. People talk about them constantly. They're like, you know, many of my friends, that's how they meet the people they are with. But I was also like learning a bit about dating apps. I was listening to this guy who's like an expert on them, an analyst of some sort. And he said something that I found really, really interesting. Because remember when I told the story about the hikikomori girl who I worked with, who was very beautiful but socially awkward, and she went on like a group date thing with the other girls at the office, and they then hated her and didn't want to be friends anymore because they were three girls dating or going on like a group date with three guys, but all the three guys were only interested in talking to her. And then I think she eventually went home and had a gangbang with, or a threesome with two of them. And what he said was, this analyst, is that it's like, it's really, really brutal in terms of like making you constantly face rejection in a really brutal way, because they do experiments, right, where let's get a big bang this time, where they have 50 women and 50 men on the same app, and it turns out that if you have 50 women and 50 men on the same app, 46 of the women will only be interested in the same four guys. Because women tend to want the exact same things in a man, right? And so it turns out that in the real world, and I think you can probably relate to this, what very often happens is the woman doesn't find the dream guy, but she gives some dingus a chance, and it turns out that he has other qualities. And so given time, basically narrowing her selection pool to where she has to give a less superficially attractive man a chance, he then has a chance to impress her with his other qualities, right? So what happens when you have one of these apps, like I said, if you have 50 women, 50 men, 46 of the women are focusing on on only the same four guys, which means that the vast majority of those guys are competing over the last four women, which works out. Oh, you don't run away from him. That was stupid. I should have gone to this side. Works out that vast majority of those guys are going to have to face... That's so bullshit. Did you see the stun lock? You're going to face a bunch of rejection, right? And so you look at these like premium features that guys can pay for and you know get priority or whatever. I saw this one guy who was one of these dating app addicts. I think he had swiped something like 1,000,000 times, and in 1,000,000 swipes, I think he had like 4 dates. And I don't think he'd had a second date. But it turns out if you try and ask like a girl out for coffee on one of those dating apps, the average guy faces 1,000 rejections for every successful cup of coffee. And that's just an invitation to drink the cup of coffee. You then have to go on the date and have that pan out successfully, which is you know, difficult in a completely different way. And I just, I don't know, I just feel for people these days. It was always complicated, but it didn't feel complicated in the same way to me. Like my generation. I'm going to use these uppercuts more. Damn, that's another knockdown. The hammer is kicking ass right now. I'm getting into a good rhythm here. Let's get a slope attack again. That was a really successful sequence. We're dealing damage now. Gotta drink the cool drink here. That's the same thing? I'm not sure it is. I think basically his point, and I'm not an expert, I couldn't speak on the matter, but you have like a lot of, I mean, you know, do you call them incels, whatever, like guys who gravitate towards a certain kind of sort of misanthropic view of the world, and they might be pushed into consuming certain kinds of content and being responsive to certain ways of thinking when, you know, for example, you know, having a very negative view of women if they faced rejection on a scale that like wouldn't have been natural 20 years ago. Do you know what I mean? At least they're not getting drafted. Yeah, it's not a, you know, I'm not going into the whole like gender equality debate here. I'm just saying that it seems like dating apps seem potentially to be very psychologically damaging. Especially Tigrex. Tigrex for me was the hardest one so far. I really didn't like that fight. This fight is fun. It's hard, but it's fun. The attacks are telegraphed. There are things you can do. Tigrex runs in a straight line at you and then doesn't stop for 20 minutes, and it's annoying and exhausting. It's one of the worst, I mean, not monster fights, not boss fights. It's one of the worst encounters I've ever seen in a video game. I think Tigrex is genuinely one of the worst encounters in video game history. I was blown away by how absolutely trash in terms of quality I found the Tigrex fight. It is barely playable. Like, I completely respect you if you get to Tigrex and then refund this game. That's how bad I thought that fight was. I think it was absolutely trash. Run in a straight line with the flappy legs out on the sides that catch you, so moving, you know, laterally to him for evasion doesn't really help. And then the tail swipe, which is like an instant 360 with way too much area. It was absolute torture. And again, it's not because I thought he was hard. I like hard fights. I want my boss fights to be as hard as possible in video games, you know? That's where the fun comes from, the challenge. But Tigrex was hard for the wrong reasons. tedious and annoying. Didn't leave, I think, much room for any sort of skill expression. It was more like you just need to have the stamina to deal with this bullshit for way too long. He also had like massive HP, right? Did I just get done by a mosquito? This is annoying. Okay. This cat's slacking off, dude. My cat's always slacking off. What do you mean you can't get a paw free? It's not on cooldown. Maybe it's because there's one out somewhere already. Maybe that's why he won't do it. This cat's always fucking slacking. Flying straight into the explosive thing. Good, he's moving away from this horrible area that I hate. It's got the fire damage, and then it's got like no geological structures for you to fight on. She will not even respond. They're already giving you a chance. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's brutal. It's brutal. It really is brutal because, like, really being into someone, or even just, like, not knowing them, but just wanting to, like, try and ask them out because they seem nice or whatever, that, it's really scary. That rejection is extremely painful. Oh no, he's in another fire area. Is he fighting the dinosaurs? Nice. Wow, nice range, dude. It's broken. Did you put in gems? Yeah. I got gems. I got good gems. I got some good gems. He's enraged. Nice, okay. I'm gonna focus up now and like try and play well a little bit. I've been talking too much. I hate it when they hit you out of the air when you're doing that attack. You just need to get like angles on them. You can't be like going straight for the head, but the head is what you want to hit with the hammer. He's the little dinosaur's fighting him. Hell yeah. you break these arms and like make him not as powerful anymore? Maybe I should try a wall bang once this enrage ends. It's like a lot of damage, right? Maybe I can try one right now. No, he recovered right away. Oh no, the slime! That's cheap, dude. You're kind of being cheap. Yeah, one of his arms looks broken. Did I do it? Wow, the AoE. Who was the combat designer? I mean, for this fight, probably a cool guy. For Tigrex, some, I mean, talentless kid who hopefully doesn't do games anymore. Tigrex is the worst boss fight of my life. What? He's on fire! Dude, you can't just, like, invent new shit and when I've been fighting you for days. Whoa! I got the Cortex, though. I failed. Guys, I failed. Damn. Okay, I think I'm going to give the Horn one more try. Yeah, GG's. Well played. I mean, he picked an overpowered character, but then again, so does everybody. You can't blame him. Or, I mean, you can. You can. You don't have to respect him, but it is what it is. It's like playing Tekken 8, and you're going to play against Jin, and then the next guy you play is going to be using Jin, and then it's going to be Reina, and then 2 more Jins, and then a Hwoarang, and then 6 more Jins. Health boost gems? I don't think so. I think my health bar is quite small, but I tend to not want to go for defensive gems too much because I feel like I shouldn't be getting hit. I am getting hit though. Let's look a bit at my gems though. I got flight because I do a lot of jumping. I think this is really good. It's 30% on jumping attacks. This one is fortitude, an attack, defense, geology. Okay, so do I have... I don't even think I have a health boost gem. That's why I'm not using it. I don't have any. And on my equipment, I have other stuff. Here's what I'll do. I'll eat food that gives me a big... Swap defense. Is defense not good? Okay. Geology's nice though, but here's the thing: I don't have better stuff necessarily. That's the point, right? Like this stuff here, drain and frost and miasma. This is all like completely unusable trash. And then like dragon resistance, you know. None of this is better. That's why I'm using kind of iffy gems. But here's what I'll do. I'll eat food that gives me a bigger health bar. How about that? That's a good strat. Health is way better than defense. Damn, it's like Pokemon. I happen to be a pretty high level Pokemon player. You guys are not to know this. Don't tell anyone. And you have 2 types of defense in Pokemon. You've got special defense and regular defense, or physical defense, right? And this one gives me 50 health. Hey, check it out. The choice platter gives me 50 plus health. That's great. Okay, we'll get him now. And so when you are building your Pokemon build, if you want it to be generally bulky, instead of investing in special defense or physical defense, you can put points into HP. because if you have a larger health pool, that works against both types of damage. So that's some basic Pokemon theory crafting for you. There it is. Choice platter. Okay. Do you know the reason I don't always go for the choice platter now, Zihi, is because I saw a post. I was looking up, some technique or whatever, and there was like a post like, noobs always choose the chef's platter. Don't do it. Or the choice platter. I'm like, damn, okay. Now I have a nice health boost, and I'm back on the Horn, which I think is my favorite weapon right now, so I think we're going to be able to do this. I'm confident. Should we get earplugs as well? We might as well. Don't know if they're going to work, but we can try. Earplugs, movement speed. Hey, what's up, Disruptor 6? Pocket monster? Yeah, Lee has a pocket monster in that fan art when you can see his massive dong. Platter is always fine. Hey, thanks. I love that you guys are teaching me that. I'm still a big Monster Hunter noob, right? But I feel like I'm learning quickly, and my goal is to be like a seriously good player at this eventually, especially in Wilds, because Wilds is going to be new, I don't have legacy skill, but I'm going to be there at the start, and I'm going to be one of the best hunting horn and hammer players. I'm hoping. I also want to get into Sword and Shield. I also want to get into Switch Axe if they buff Switch Axe, because Switch Axe is trash right now. In both Wilds and World, but it's really cool. My favorite attack with the Switch Axe, which is the basic uppercut poke, is an offset in the new game, which has huge potential. Fortunately, the Switch Axe just doesn't do any damage. Its output is weak, exactly, but the reason I like it, right, is I think it's high skill, it's very versatile, it looks cool. I like aerial stuff in this game, like I love mounts and stuff, and Sword and Shield is just the best at all of that. And I love KO damage on the head, which it can do. I love cutting off tails, which it can do. But right now in Wilds, the damage output for Sword and Shield and Switch Axe are like criminally low. And I mean, there's going to be another build and another beta, and hopefully we do just fine. The Lance is like, if you look at speedrunning results right now, which is not a perfect indicator of weapon strength, but if you look at them, then the Lance is like far behind right now. Like Switch Axe, Lance, and Sword and Shield are kind of trash. Have I tried Charge Blade? Yeah. I think I would probably like the Charge Blade more in Wilds, where it's more Savage Axe based. Then I'm not a big fan of Amped Elemental Discharge, but Charge Blade looks really cool, especially in the Sword and Shield. Oh no! He just casually walked out of range. Watch this mount. There we go. Clues are orange and hamster. I mean, if Bob comes out and he's like broken, because I don't care about Tekken anymore, but I love Bob. Maybe I'll just jump in and abuse him the way people have been abusing broken characters all this time. And I'll just troll everybody at max rank and then go win some locals. Never mind, I live in Sweden, there are no locals. I thought I was back in Japan, sorry. I'm actually going to try and wound the head here now that I have a chance. I think that might be more important than stacking damage on the head. Okay, that's a decent start. That's my first decent opener. Rapid morph. Oh no, he's going to go into the shitty magma pit, and I forgot my cool drinks again. I gotta go back and get them. I can't even see the camp. Oh, he's on top of camp. Okay. Only play with friends now. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's fun. For me, it's like I want it to be seriously difficult, and I want to climb. I want it to be the real shit, which I feel like online is more than goofing off with your friends. But I think the last time I played Tekken with just a friend might have been when me and Arya played Bob versus Steve on stream and got drunk. Do you guys remember that? You had to take a shot of whiskey every time you lost. And we played a long set, dude. It was great. Where am I? This is the entrance. Oh, I won, obviously, but Arya is better than you, like, I don't know how good you think he is, but he was better than I thought, because he doesn't really, he's not one of those guys who, grinds a lot of rank and stuff. But, I was definitely the more committed player in terms of, wanting to do well in the game. He definitely wasn't bad, though. He won a couple of games. Definitely. Oh, he left? Great. So we don't have to fight in this shitty area again. Where'd he go? Up here? Or did he go further into the magma area again? Oh, that's so annoying. It's the same thing with the rotting veil when the monster runs into the gas place, and it's just annoying. Yeah, he's in here. We had a good opener, though. We've dealt some damage to him. This might be a good fight. Nice miss. That was embarrassing. Ward me off again, okay. Little guys are gonna go in, right? Can't see anything. Why did you see my attack just melt through his hand right there? Parada moment? I'm gonna try and break this left arm of his. The little guy's getting me. Okay, doing better now. Gucci sweater now. That's a whiff, though. He got me again, the little guy. Oh, he enraged. That's bad. This is where he gets really hard. That's what your mom said when she took her top off. Is the horn your main? I'm thinking of maybe making it my main. I don't really have a main weapon. I'm kind of new to the franchise. I'm trying everything. But I think probably my main weapon is the hammer and the horn. Mainly the hammer. But I really like horn and wilds, so I might main it. Taken looks weird. Well, it's just people heat dashing backwards and forwards. It's just heat dashing. Like, the entire thing now is heat dashing. There is nothing else. It's heat engaging safe mids and then heat dashing. That's it now. That's all you get to do. Sorry, legacy skill players. You learned all that thing for no fucking reason. It doesn't matter anymore. Just heat dash now. Wow, okay. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect that either. Oh wow, I gotta remember that. There's an AoE when he impacts. He calmed down now. He's not enraged anymore. So now we can finally like start fighting again. Unless a giant dragon shows up and ruins it. Devil Jin is bottom 5 and still broken. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Devil Jin is extremely broken and people think he's trash, yeah. I don't think you can have his hell sweep and be bad, because your win rate's always going to be 50-50. So the worst you can be is you win half the time. But obviously the best characters in the game, like, you know, Jin wins 100% of the time, unless he's playing another Jin and then it's 50 again. Or I mean, there's a couple of characters that can mess a Jin up, I guess. Dragonov and Feng. Nina. Nina's the broken nightmare character of the game right now, right? I haven't played it in a while, though. I might be wrong. Why? Oh, it's slime. Sorry. Oh, the whiff. That's painful. Oh, he's exhausted. Okay. I woke him up. Should have gone for the head or wound him. Is Jin considered a war crime in his current stage? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, war crime. He just makes you a bit of a boring pussy, you know. Now this is a better arena to fight in. Environmental damage negated. Does that mean that it works against magma? That would be pretty sick. Throwing shade against Tekken 8 Yoshi? Not really. I fuck Yoshi's up. Eyes closed. He's broken in this game. In Tekken 8, I agree, but I still fuck Yoshi's up pretty easily. I don't like his unblockables, though. I think Flash is pretty unreasonable. I guess it's just like, you know how a character can be really good and dangerous, but you do pretty well against them. Maybe it's that, like, my characters do pretty good against Yoshi, like Zafina and, you know, Elisa and the characters that I played. He's still eating. Tail, huh? Okay. Wow, he came out of nowhere that time. That was crazy. I gotta get away from these little guys. That's so bullshit. You guys see that? How are you with song mechanics? I think I understand them completely. I know that it might not look like it, but essentially the reason I like the horn that I'm using. None of these give a health boost anymore. Can I do a custom platter that gives me health? They only give stamina now. Is that it? There's no health boost in this shitty secondhand food, huh? Okay. Defense up L, attack up L. I need the attack, I guess. Yeah, I think I understand how the songs work. The reason I like this horn is because it only has... Need a max potion? No. No, I'm not gonna like run around with a bunch of full heals and just win by attrition. That doesn't seem fun. I will eat some rations though to get my stamina up. I think I'm gonna, for as long as I play Monster Hunter, I'll be using what I pick up during the hunt and what's in the box, but I don't want to like run around and or like build up a stock of full heal items, because at that point it feels like cheesing to me. I think that feels... I mean, to each their own, right? But to me, that feels like cheesing. I'm still pissed off about that guy I watched. I mean, it must be 15 years ago or whatever on YouTube. Who was like telling you how to beat the Elite Four in this Pokemon game. And he's like, well, first of all, get 20 full restores. And if you don't know what a full restore is, it revives fainted Pokemon and heals them completely. So essentially, you can lose every fight, and as long as you like have one... Oh my god, I'm gonna die again right away. How did he deal so much damage right away? Oh, this is so crazy. Oh, what a waste to try. Get away from him. Get away. What a waste of a try. Can you get the slime off? What's in the box? I mean, my cat is useless. Honestly, just... There you go. The cats are so useless in this game, it's infuriating. Like, you ask him to give you an item, and he has to dance for like 5 seconds first. Oh, just get the health bar to max HP? Yeah. Let's try environmental damage negated. My theory is that it will make me immune to the magma and I don't need cool drinks. What? This game is trash! Oh my god, this game is trash, dude. Did you guys see that? Oh god, it's trash. Oh no! Back to Tekken. I'm just kidding. Oh god, that was painful. This game is trash, bruh. This is the major downside of the horn, right? There's so much fucking ramp time before you can do anything, and every time you get knocked down or, you know, whatever, you now need to do it all over again with like less health. What's in the box? It's a David Fincher movie, right? Please come over. I don't want to fight you over there. It's such a boring area. There's nothing in there. Oh no, I didn't see the slime. I'm dead. Oh, nice. Did he do 3 times? I thought that was one of those times when you're supposed to use the claw. Yeah, I'm like Tim Robbins in the Tenacious D movie. Come over here, I'm going to fucking stab you. When I saw the Tenacious D movie, I was home alone, right? And it was just on TV. I wasn't high or anything. And that scene with Tim Robbins when he was like, come over here, I'm going to fucking stab you. I laughed for like... I mean, I was hysterical laughing. I thought that was so good. I wonder if I'd laugh as much today. I thought that was such a good joke. He was like, come over here. I'm going to fucking... But I'm also like, one of my weaknesses is like, if you can say fuck or fucking at like just the right time, where it's really funny, it really gets me. Hilt step? You mean hilt stab, right? I usually cancel with roll. Isn't that better? Oh no. See, I'm hitting the legs because they're the easiest to reach, but that's not where he takes damage. You gotta hit the cucumbers. You know, it is annoying because you have to hit the cucumbers, but whenever he gives you a chance to hit the cucumbers, he's leaving the slime around the cucumber. Please just deal like 3,000 damage to this blue guy right now. Oh, I'll take 1,900. Yeah. Sure. He's leaving? You lost against this boring dragon? Okay. Try and get the slime off. Don't go too close because he's going to jump on me and kill me again, right? Nice. This is my favorite area to fight monsters because you have this ledge for jump attacks. You can slide over there. It's superior. Got 2 impact waves queued up. Maybe I should try and fight using the music a little bit. It's just hard. Iceborne doesn't really give you big opportunities. This might be one though. Does this have end lag? No. I'm just gonna jump. Missed. That's when you're supposed to do this. Nice! Ooh, that was so sick! Come on, come on, come on. Nice. GG's cat. What's he doing? Got him. No get announcements? What does that mean? What's a get announcement? Hell yeah. I'm hitting him in the head a lot right now, and it's great. He's kind of vulnerable to being, like, underneath him. I just realized. No, don't leave. This is the best area. Don't go. Don't go away from here. Don't go into the lava. This is so much better. Please don't go down there, bitch. Come on, man. I'll tickle your cucumbers if you stay up here. I'm gonna try and get a mount again here. Always enraging. Damn, that's bad news. Don't. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we're doing good. He says as he gets murked. Come on, man. Be cool. Just be a little bit cool. Oh. You should, I roll to the wrong side for that every time. You have to step it left. I always try and step it right. What? That's it? Oh no! I was doing so well. I was kicking ass. Fuck this monster! Fuck this game. This is all Harada's fault. Fuck Namco. Hey, can I tell you something about Monster Hunter World? It has, for a game that's actually enjoyable to play, it has the lowest quality of life of any video game I've ever played. I've never experienced quality of life this fucking bad. All you want to do right there when that monster kills you is press a retry button and then spawn into the same map and try again. But this will be load screen, back to here, run around, look for a fucking wanted poster, click it a couple of times, go to a restaurant, talk to your girlfriend, another loading screen, and then you can try the monster again. I have to be honest, if it could just ask you return to HQ or retry, it would improve this game by like miles. It's crazy how low quality of life it has. Wake up, wallbang. Alright, okay. Fair enough, I'll wallbang. It has insanely low quality of life. Like, the fact that, like, for example, you can't turn this game off by Alt F4ing. It won't let you. You have to, like, if I want to quit the game right now, I have to, like, abandon this quest, go back to the main hub, save my game, and then exit the game. I can't just quit the game. There are all these, like, insanely crazy low quality of life things, but they're fixing many of them in Wilds. Wilds is so much better than this. I mean, this is fun. I love World. I do. But I'm playing it in spite of these, like, very severe flaws that it has. But with Wilds, first of all, the fact that you can, like, follow the monsters when they move using your horse is huge. And the fact that you, if you're playing Hunting Horn, which I probably will, can play your songs and input your songs while you're doing that, that's ginormous. Tenderizing and flinch. Yeah, I know about these things. I just don't like them very much, but I know I have to use them, so I will. I should probably tenderize before I go for the mount, really. Okay, is there some, like, slinger ammo on the floor somewhere? Okay, I'll find some. Okay, I managed to tenderize the head. So now if I go for a mount, I can do the overhead smash onto the head and then wound the head after the knockdown. That's going to be big damage, right? god, how do you miss that much? Oh, what a bad start. I also forgot the cold water again. What a terrible fucking start. Press 3, you can load back to the camp in stage. Yeah, but it's pointless because you can't finish your quest anymore. Right? It's like if you want to stick around and pick up some flowers. That's what it's there for, I think. So that's pointless. If you're trying to progress a quest, it's pointless. But it's also such a Japanese RPG sort of a thing. Like, you can press this button when you're on this screen to enable this thing. So it's like, just have like a good UI and some, you know, decent quality of life options. But they, you know, they like you start any Japanese RPG and it's going to be like 58 trillion years of exposition tutorials, system tutorials before you can play the game. I guess it's part of the charm, though. He's still wounded on the head, though. He's still tenderized, so that's good. How did he knock me off? Did I run out of stamina? That's terrible. Nice, okay. Wow. Land straight in the... Okay, I guess you can trigger these explosions and then move out of them to clear the area. That's a pretty good idea, I guess. Like this green stuff, I can probably like step in it to trigger it, right? Oh, it sticks to me and I blow up. What's the counterplay then? If he puts those everywhere, especially whenever he's vulnerable, what's the counterplay? Oh, right. I just remember Tigrex. They probably don't think about like counterplay and good encounter design. It's a problem when your entire game is a series of boss encounters, and that's all it is. Okay, let's get it this time. Didn't brace, sorry. You gotta roll to remove, okay. I'll try. Can you like roll through them maybe? Try and activate some toads here. That's a cool sentence to say. Come over into the toad shit. Okay, maybe just leave. What's the coolest weapon? Oh, I disagree about Greatsword. I know it's very popular. It's cool though. I mean, I've tried it in Wilds. It was fun. But I think switch axe, hunting horn, hammer, just plain old hammer is cooler. But there honestly isn't a lame weapon in this game. It's kind of amazing. Imagine if Tekken had no lame characters. You can reload the same quest from the handler. Hey, damn. Now you're speaking, dude. Thanks. That's really good to know. That's good to know. That's great. I thought I was going to get the iframes right there. Nice. Yeah, it's kind of good to be under him. Just let them figure this out. Wow, okay. He's enraged, that's why the tempo's like higher now. Get the tail! Oh. Damn, he's comboing now. So many things that they added in Iceborne are like really fucking tedious. It's crazy though, like World has like a 9 out of 10 and Iceborne has like a 5 out of 10 for reviews because it's like they just added tedious things that you have to do. And I think people just love having like a tight fight with their favorite weapon, focusing on spacing, focusing on combos. But now it's like, you gotta wall bang, you gotta turn the monster, tenderize, wall bang, mount, use the environment, you know, eat 5 berries, drink 6 drinks, do a little dance, make a little love, and then hit the head one time and the fight's over. But it's like so tedious. Yeah, get the cheap revive here, the proc. Would I like Cyberpunk? I don't know. My impression of it is not good. I think it's isn't it one of those like, you decide what sort of transsexual you want to be and then you walk around talking to people listening to shitty video game dialogue? I could be wrong. I don't have a good impression of Cyberpunk at all. It's just, I don't know, my sort of thing. I mean, it might be. What do I know? Maybe it's cool. Has he gone down there? Because I'm going to be pissed if he's down there. He's down there. Okay. We got to get him to that nice area where I was dealing all that damage to him last time. still enraged. Enraged is way too long. Like, make it dangerous but short. Make it relevant. Don't make it tedious. Like a lot of really tedious features. Sorry, my bad. That was pathetic. Oh, okay. Go step that right. It's exactly that. Yeah, I'm good for games like that. I'm good, dude. Not my thing. Is he hunting? That's so sick. Oh god, just fight. The fucking screaming and stun locking and... Oh god. Okay, no poison, great. Just get out of here. This is cringe. What does herbal medicine do? Does it cure poison? Oh, it does. Awesome. I don't want to die because the moment I do, my health bar is tiny again. I think he poisoned it. Yeah, he poisoned the Brachiodingus, which is good. Don't come over here. Turf wars are really like, there's not much you can do. You kind of just wait them out. If you go in the middle of that, it's just going to be chaos. But it's another thing that they've really improved, seemingly at least in Wilds, because it seems a lot cooler when the monsters are fighting. Makes sense. A little bit more. Oh, please follow me up here to the cool area. No, this is not the cool area. This is even worse. Oh, nice. TMM accent. That's so sharp. I am not doing awesome when these ship moves keep happening. This is so boring. Come on. Yeah, that was not fun. Focus track. Yeah, the clutch claw is trash. I see what they were doing, like trying to make much more depth for the combat and giving you like more stuff, but like it's so confusing and poorly executed, if I'm honest. If you think about it, like, okay, so you have regular mount, now you have the clutch claw mount. They don't interact at all. They are completely different mechanics, and you just have to know that. And then you can like wall. Oh yeah, by the way, wall bang. We got to get some ammo. Usually there's like ammo lying around in camp. And then the monsters enraging is like really cool, but they enrage for way too long. And when they're enraging and just running around berserking, it's difficult to get any chance to interact with the fight at all. So you're kind of just waiting and trading. You do a lot of trading, right? And yeah, there's no ammo. Maybe I can find some on the map. Stone. There's one right in front of me. Perfect. Okay, good. So yeah, I like this, but I think Wilds is going to be superior in pretty much every way. As long as they sort out the performance issues and people are able to play it. Because like I'll be able to play it on my computer, but if nobody else is, then the community will be small and then it won't get as much hype and support and, you know, all that stuff. So having like a significant community around it really matters. Keep them grounded once they enrage. Yeah, okay. I'll try. They're just hanging out now? These bitches. Could you be done with this fight? Nice material drops, though. I'm looking forward to making something out of Brachio Dude, because he looks so cool. And I think it's going to have blast damage, which is like my favorite element. I really like blast weapons in this game. They're super fun. Oh, come on. Get damaged. Show me 1900 damage right now. There, 1900. Hell yeah. Good, and then leave the area and go somewhere better. Perfect. Yeah, this could be it. We could get him. Yeah, and he went to my favorite area. Okay. This is it, you guys. Focus up. No talking, okay? Keep it down. Oh, unless you're going to come here and ruin it. They're still enraged. Oh, God. Come on, man. Nah, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry I'm whining. I'll just win. Never mind. I'll just go back and win. No food now, though. No nothing. Fuck, that's so annoying. Why did you put the turf wars in? They don't improve the game at all. They don't improve the experience at all. They just make the fight uninteractable for like minutes at a time. Poop launcher, right. Okay, yeah, so it's another tedious step you have to go through before you can get to the gameplay. Okay. Just wait until one leaves. Nah, that's too boring. I want to play the video game, but I want to run around preparing to play the video game for like 10 minutes again. Nice. Oh, don't ruin this for me. Come on. Oh, he's up. Please leave. Did the dragon leave? Okay. So we can play the game now. Good. Godzilla versus King Kong? Yeah, kind of. It's like Godzilla, weird Godzilla versus bird. Was there ever a bird Godzilla monster? I know there's Mothra. Hey, what do you... Speed boost, evade window up. That sounds good. I didn't know it had that. That sounds great. So I have faster legs and I get more iframes. That's a really good melody. I'm going to start using that. Oh god. This fight's good. If they could just like get rid of the endemic wildlife that like stings you in the butt cheek and interrupts you, and the weird fucking lava areas where you have to fucking drink soda before you can go there, and the stupid fucking turf war that doesn't work. It's so frustrating. Just slow it down. Fewer features, please. Fewer fucking features, please. Like, remove 80% of these things. Whew. Okay. Yeah. No use complaining. We just gotta get back in. Oh god, remove all of these things, dude. They're so bad. It's crazy, right? Because Iceborne is a sharp improvement in quality in a bunch of areas. Like, it looks great. Monster designs are better. All these new weapons, and then, but it's just like the stuff they added doesn't work. It's kind of like adding heat to Tekken in a way, right? Alright. Remember to pick up ammo, remember to pick up drinks, remember to pick up medicine, and then don't die so that you get the tiny shitty health pool. Getting health boost is a really good tip by you guys. I just don't have any. I almost forgot the box again. Oh no, I want to try this new melody. Evade, speed boost and evade window up. It sounds really good. Rise got a lot of rid of that, yeah. People don't like Rise though. Do people like Rise? It looks really anime, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Bleach is anime and it's fucking awesome. Oh, I forgot to pick up ammo again. Fuck it, I'll just improvise. This is a much better opener. That's a good opener. Okay, let's kill him this time. We got it now. One hit at a time. Start using Q tabs again. I've been ignoring Q tabs. What a whiff. What a pathetic whiff. Okay. Stay frosty. Oh, it was off camera. I guess I should have known. Don't leave. Nice. Not nice. Get this fly down here. What? Oh, it procced. What a waste of a proc. It's good that I have the proc though. Good, he went up. That's so much better than him going down here. Glavinos or yeah, the tail one. Yeah, I've actually one-shot the Glava guy with a hammer. It was one of my favorite fights. That's it. That's my favorite monster. You guys were asking me. That's probably my favorite monster. I thought that was so cool. That was a really like unique and cool design, having like a sword tail. I really liked that one. Ah. He's enraged. Damn. That's bad. Okay, he left again. Bomb beetle? What does that do? Huh? Oh, ammo. Good. We can do stuff now. It's my favorite too. It's obviously one of the coolest looking ones. That was a great one. Yeah. We're doing okay so far. He's going to the right area. We're far away from the magma and the stupid dragon that ruins everything. This is another good area to fight in. Whoa, that's so unfair. I fucking dodged them all, dude. I dodged that too. What? Get the slime off. Ooh, I hate that. Oh, stay frosty. Stay frosty. Fucking hate that. Come on, hit something. Hit something that isn't his back leg that takes no damage. Like, he doesn't give you the head. You don't get the head. He's like immune to head damage because he's always attacking and putting the stuff down. Okay. Be good. I was so much better in the beginning because I was calmer. Okay, third tail swipe, why not? Okay. 360 range, homing move, whatever. Hey, kick a toad. Could work, right? No? Okay. And we're done here. I totally dodged that. It was so cheap. But you know. He's gonna run down there, the dragon's gonna show up, and then I'm gonna be a spectator in a game that I bought money to play. That 1900 damage hit though that you get is pretty attractive. Yeah, there's the dragon. So this is gonna be pointless for about 15 minutes now. Maybe I should just go for the tail more. Maybe the tail is a better area. Tenderize the tail, and then just hit the tail. Looks like it's a weak spot. Yeah, go for the tail. Maybe this is like a tail boss. Oh no. Got blown up. Right when he got knocked down. Get tenderized the head. Nice. I'm gonna try my tail strat a little bit. Yeah, he takes a lot of damage on the tail. And his front is just a little bit too dangerous. Yeah, tenderize the tail, nice. I think that might be the strat. I can't cut it with the horn, but I can damage him with it. Yeah. Oh, the tail is where you go. I can stay behind him. Oh, I love learning something new and then you try it out and it works in these fights. It's like the most exciting part of playing Elden Ring as well. Look, I can stay behind him! Oh, this is so much better. The fight just became like so much more dynamic. Maybe I was just being a scrub the whole time. My tail strat is working out, you guys. 100 damage per hit. Let's start Q-tabbing it. It's probably better. No, don't get greedy. Keep moving until you see a real opening. That's one. Whiff, that's fine. Oh god, I'm so much safer just staying behind him. I mean, the giant glowing horn on his forehead was a hint. I probably should have known. Thanks for liking my strats, you guys. I still haven't died this try, which is also very important. Environmental trap above him? Really? I've never tried those things. You probably should like be using all of these different things, right? Yeah, stay behind him. He's enraged now, so it's going to be harder, but it will still work, I think. How do you whiff that? That's crazy. Nice. Tenderize the tail again, but he's enraged, so I can't do it right now. This is exciting now. I have a strat and it's working. Let's beat this guy. The enrage ended. Oh no! Get to the tail. Nice. Got it. Yeah, this tail strat is working. Got to try different strats. Yeah, exactly. And it's really cool if the boss design is really deep and good, then there will be multiple ways of doing it depending on your build and your you know, weapon. Like in Elden Ring, if you can, like, you know, status, or you can stun lock, or you know, stuff like that. Or, you know, be a bitch and use magic. It's too high up. Nice. Ooh, get owned. Hey, thanks. I'm gonna check who was being generous in just a second. We're gonna get him this time. I feel it. The circle run, that was funny. Maybe I should try and mount him. No, maybe stay on the tail. It's been working so far. I've been taking like no damage since I started to focus on the tail. Oh no, not the enrage. Okay, well, we got through the last one. We can do this. That's that move he's only used twice this entire stream. Just waiting for the enrage to run out. This might be a mounting opportunity. Too slow. Okay. Whoa, he's down here. Is he leaving again? Yeah. Good, he's going back to the good areas again, so I don't mind him leaving. It also gives me an opportunity to get my songs back up. Yeah, e-girls beating Elden Ring with cheese strats. Yeah, well, not just e-girls. Lame dudes as well. The tail. This is attack on Tailton. I think that show might actually be great. I have a lot of respect for it actually, like having a really solid message that it delivers on. I got my songs up, now we can deal damage to this dinosaur. Nice, tenderize the tail, and now we just put damage on it. Stay behind him. Could go for a mount here and then transfer to the tail and do damage through a mount on the tail. That's actually a good idea. Just need to slope this. Maybe one more? Almost. Okay, he's leaving. Tail's still tenderized. This could be a good strat. Okay, still didn't get the mount. Maybe next one. I need that heal over there. I can't get it. Never mind. Whoa! Stop cheating! Where's my heal? Where's my cat? There you are. Oh. Oh, please get paralyzed. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can still do it. That's my first death. What a long fight this is. I gotta wall bang him. I always forget. Wrong timing. Oh, the mist. No! Cat, you're so useless! Oh god, the cat is so fucking useless! So cheap, that's so fucking unfair. Just the AoE that you put down 10 days ago saved you. Ah. I'm gonna stick with my mounted tail attack strat. If I can get this off once, then we've done a lot of damage. Nice. Now we just need to get one jumping attack in. I think it's going to be enough. Oh, it's so unfair! How is your timing so perfect? Come on. Yes! What knocked me off? How are you cheating now? Just keep hitting the tail till he dies. 170, that's good. One more. Come on. No. Back to the tail. Now wallbang him. Wallbang him, finally! Did it not work? Okay, dragon's back. Please do 1900 damage to him. That's gonna kill him at this point, probably. Oh, he's just leaving. Yeah, we're getting him. We're getting him. Get stamina. No roaring. Oh, is he enraged? Okay, let them duke it out. Don't be a hero. Oh, he's not here? The dragon's not here? Good. So we just go for the tail. With simple pokes. It's like playing Miguel. Movement and small attacks. Cat, where are you? Where are you, cat? Where's my heal, cat? Good, move out of this area. Up there. He's gonna keep moving. I wonder where he's going. No. Okay, can we fight now, or do you want to like keep being a bitch? Let's get some impact echo waves in here. Okay, don't die. Main focus, don't die. Main focus, don't die. Nice iframes. Damn, okay. He's limping, yeah, we're getting there. Watch out for the poop. Nice. 174. PoE 2. Oh, I'm so scared. It comes out in 3 days. And if I play it, I will never stop. I will get hooked and it will be my main game forever. Should I jump in? Should I stick to Monster Hunter and wait for Wilds? I can't decide. You guys can decide for me. Should we do a poll? Do you guys want me to be a PoE channel? It's like so right up my alley. I'll definitely get way too into it. You guys really think so? I'm scared. Because I like Diablo 3 is one of my top 3 favorite video games of all time, and Diablo 2 is in my top 5. So, you know. And I always like was close to getting into PoE because I know it's like, you know, build depth. And the leagues apparently really work, and I have friends who play it who I could play with. You know. I think this might be my final confrontation with this monster right now. So let's keep it cool, okay? I thought the blast killed me or something. Ooh, get owned with the horn in the face. Bitch, give me those titties. Uksam. I got the tail. That's rare. Hell yeah. You can play until Rise comes out. That's a good point, actually, yeah. Maybe I should. Got something good. Uksam. Please give me a good gem. Hungerless. Enhances the hunger resistance skill. I don't even know what that is. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, maybe I should get into PoE. It looks so good. My class would like have to be the monk, because you guys know there are two main things I love playing in RPGs: monks, and I love anything satanic. So the witch that can summon like hellhounds and transform into a succubus is so right up my alley, and I love summoning in RPGs. But then I also like love the monks and the martial art. The martial arts character as an RPG class, I think, just really works and is interesting. So, you know, I was a monk in D3 and a witch doctor. I was a monk in World of Warcraft. So those two classes seem so cool. And then probably Hellcaller, or is it called Evoker? The Elemental Monk. The Elemental Monk looks sick. I think there's a satanic monk you can play. There's like a dark Sith monk. You gotta play it. Yeah, I guess so. A Tale of Ice and Fire? Okay. Let's look at some equipment from these new monsters that I've been killing. So this is the Brachio dude. I love the green details. That helmet is sick. What does it give you? Capacity boost and agitator. And what is the raises maximum level of the agitator skill? So it's like an aggro set. This version is good too. Stamina thief, blast resistance, blast attack. Okay, I want these pants. I want these pants. Let's look at weapons first, though. Yo, what's up, Kai Creates? What are you creating lately? I'm down with the druids. The druids are also super cool. That would be my third choice. The druids are always super cool in these Diablo games. It's really blatant how they've copied so much from Diablo, but it's fine. If they do it better and the world is cool, I don't care. But they have the druid that transforms into a werebear. They have the monk that summons and hits a giant bell. They like, it's not like they have the same classes. They like do the same things even. Laguna drum. Hidden harmonic. This one's kind of cool. Is it like a guitar? What songs does it have? Self-improvement, max stamina, and defense L. Defense L is really good. Maybe I should make this. I need one Nargacuga shard and then I just need to make this thing. Base damage is... Oh, it comes with poison damage too? Yeah, I know Elon is a top PoE player. Or is gonna be. It's cool, you know. You get obsessive people like that and they get really into something that really rewards their brain for committing. Of course they're gonna be good. Should I do like a poison horn? Oh, here's the Bracky one. So it's got... Let me look at the songs. Self-improvement, defense L, stun negated, max stamina plus recovery. So it doesn't have attack up, but it does have defense up. Oh, and then I have to fight both of those monsters I hate, but I can then upgrade it to this. 1050 base damage, 500 blast buildup. I'm kind of tempted to do a blast build with this horn. It also looks really cool. It's like one of my favorite looking horns so far. Okay. So what do I need? I need some Radaban stuff. What's a Radaban? That's the big ice dude, right? No, it's the horrible ice cat that I hate, isn't it? What about hammers? This one's cool looking. Oh, wow. I need one Bracky crown and I can make it. But I need to make like Barroth Breaker and then upgrade this with Barroth materials all the way to here. That one looks incredibly sick though. So it's got the exploding slime all over it. It's got really high base damage as well. Damn, I'm horny for these Bracky weapons, dude. Anything else that seems cool? Is there like a sword and shield? Okay, there's no sword and shield, I think. Is there a switch axe? Dude. Damn, that is so sick. Hoiny for the hoins, yeah. If I make this Barroth thing, I can make a sick fucking switch axe. Oh damn, what should I make? What do you guys think? Switch axe, horn, or hammer? This is so hard. That's what your mom said when I pulled my dick out. I think I want to do the blast horn. I think that's what I want to do. And then I'll use the spin attack with like blast attack items, and I'll just blow. And then maybe that'll make up for attack up Excel not being on the horn. Or is that dumb? Should I always do a horn that has attack up? I probably should, right? I think attack up Excel is like really big. I could make this. Hey, this is a blast horn that has attack up XL. I'll just make this. And then I can make the hammer as well. Oh my god, that's so sick. This one has health boost large, attack up large, and defense up large. This is the best horn. This is the best horn. Yeah, you're a weeb stick guy? Well, you know, a lot of people are weeb stick guys. It's the most common thing to be. And I don't know if I'm not a weeb stick guy, but then it could just be me being, you know, one of these, you know, because I'm such a hipster. You guys know how much of a hipster I am. I mean, you've seen me play Tekken, the characters I pick. Okay, so our quest for the day now is going to be to build this hammer. So to get this hammer, which I fucking love the look of. Or, no, we make the pants, of course. We make the blast pants. Oh, I can't make it anymore? Oh, I used it on the weapon upgrade. Fair enough, fair enough. What does maximum might do? Increases affinity. Wow. You can get 40% affinity for running maximum might. Necromancer Magician. Yeah, well that's like a thing, Kai. It's great when people have the thing. Like there are a lot of people who like they always play the ranger / hunter. They want to have a bow and arrow, whatever. That's never been me. I never play the pure mage, you know. I go for a monk, and I like summoners and weird voodoo magic. So when you have like witch doctor, shaman. Like my idea for this character, she's wearing a hat right now, but my idea for this character is that she's wearing all this bone, and she has like the big buffing bone instrument, so she's kind of like a tribal, you know, shaman kind of a warrior thing. What's cliffhanger? And that's what I like respond to aesthetically, right? It's super cool when you have your own shit, and then like like in PoE you find something where it's just like, oh damn, I can be a satanic monk, or I can be a witch who summons hellhounds. Dude. Damn. It's cool because like my character is a black woman, and then if I wear this, it's kind of like she's got a weave, you know? Damn, the Anjanath armor looks so sick. Oh, no. Fuck no, get the big fur. Get the big fur. Look how sick that looks with like the black bone helmet. I think that's the transmog you want to go for, right? Yeah, hell yeah. Oh my gosh, he looks so tight. Blast attack. So this armor would be good for me. Blast attack. Capacity boost. Only has capacity boost. Fifth Frame hates Ichigo's first Bankai. I really do. I hate his first Bankai. Because it's a fucking... The black robe and the hard ass katana. He had a giant butcher's knife for his sword, which was so cool. And then, yeah, it turned into a black dildo, and I was fucking not as impressed. That is an amazing call. Hey, good shit, dude. That is a great call by you. I like his other Bankais, though. But going from, like, a giant meat cleaver to a black katana for me is a huge downgrade. And then Kenpachi's Shikai is like Coomer for me, because that goes from a weeb stick to a giant meat cleaver with hair on it, which is, you know, just so epic. The great swords in this game look really cool, though. I can make this ice fish thing. Is it good? The great swords look really cool. The dual blades, some of the dual blades look really cool. You can have Space Marine chainsaws. Chain swords. I know they're called chain swords, don't worry. Hulking choppas. You can be an orc or a Space Marine. It's like a orc beast boy weapon. Clubs. This one's really cool as well. Weapons with hair is so badass. Yeah, no, I agree. The idea that you're... Look, what are these weapons? They look kind of sick, honestly. Are they like... weird nunchucks? Oh, they're like Kusarigama. That's what they are. This looks pretty sick. One dragon bone artifact, and I can just make these. I don't know how to use dual blades in this game, though. It's like one of the weapons I haven't tried at all. Wrath and Rancor. Wrath and Rancor are... That's a really good name. What else you got? This one looks so stupid. It's the giant T-Rex face. This one looks great. This is like the one I want to have. This is like the coolest looking one with the giant skull. Kusarigama weapon. Yeah, I'm shocked that they have Wilds coming out and they've added no new weapons. But I've understood that the franchise doesn't really work like that. They don't like add new weapons that often. But it would be really cool to add a new weapon class to Monster Hunter in like DLC for Wilds. Kusarigama is a really good idea. That's a great idea. It could be like mid-range cutting. It's a fantastic idea. What else would be really good? You know what I would really love for Monster Hunter as a weapon that would be like such a great weapon? It's just a spear. Like imagine, the way like people used to fight with like a single spear and you dual wield it. And you could, have all these different stabbing attacks, but it's really mobile, and it's got all these stabbing motions. That would be super cool if you could run around with a spear. Commas is another really good one you could do. What else? Like another really cool one would be a quarterstaff, kind of like a monk, like a bow staff, like Donatello, and it's kind of like Insect Glaive, but it does like blunt damage and doesn't have the insect. That would be super cool. I would play that. Oh, and the obvious one, the one that I would love to see fist weapons. Just big fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex faces on your hands. And if you make them out of the dragons, there's like a dragon mouth and you can fucking shoot flame out of them as you punch things. That would be super sick, dude. I think really what I want to do right now is I want to make these pants because they give me 2 points of blast attack and I'm kind of doing a blast build. They also look kind of cool, so I need a Brachydios Ebon Shell. But I just beat Brachy. I don't know if I have the stamina to go do it again right away. If you could get an arena quest for him, that would be great. You don't, do you? Oh, no. So he's an optional now? Okay. Falcona. Like if he showed up here as an arena boss. No. There he goes. So I need master rank 5 to be able to do that. And it's not even an arena fight. Two Rajang? Damn, that's gonna be hard. 2 Furious Rajangs? Aren't they like super strong? Oh my god, look at these endgame fights. This is crazy. I'm really looking forward to like becoming good enough that I can do all this. Shara Ishvalda. Damn. Namiel? Is that like some sort of Lovecraft fish? Wow, there's so much left. There's so much left. This game is crazy deep. Balloon fight? It's pretty sick. Should I go and kill him again? It took me like a long time. It's 9 o'clock. How long have I been streaming? 3 hours. I've killed 1 monster in 3 hours. Damn, this game is really engaging. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna like do him again. I know it's crazy, but whatever, right? I have a new weapon, it looks cool, we'll do it. And now I have the strat from the start with the tail. And then I can make the blast pants that I want to make. Oh, it sent me right for him. No, he interrupted it. Fuck. Tenderize the tail and then damage the tail. That's how we beat him. We know that now. Shouldn't have done that. Got greedy. Gonna go for a mount and try to hurt the tail. I jumped too late. This is already going so much better. I've gotten so much better at this fight. Am I a pro hunter now? Well, watch this and find out. What's up, Sweatington? Oh, that was amateur, so maybe not. No, keep watching. Maybe I'll impress you by the end. So close. Darkest Dungeon. Is that game fun? It looks cool. Okay, all buffed up. Now we're gonna do big damage to his booty butt cheeks. Yeah, he really lets you get the tenderize on the tail. The tail strat is really good against this guy. Roguelite? Is a roguelite or roguelike? I've never really understood what that meant. I know that like a lot of games are described as being roguelike or roguelite, and I've looked it up several times because I want to know, okay, what is that archetype? And I still don't understand it. Something about having procedurally generated world, is that it? So I guess there's a game called Rogue. Let's see if we can paralyze him. Nice, he landed right in it. Nice. Ooh, I'm getting so much better at this game. He's enraged. I've got 3 impact echo waves. If I can get a stun, I can do a lot of damage. Damn, all according to Keikaku? Translators know Keikaku means plan? Okay, not quite, but almost. I procced, sorry. You guys saw what I did right there, right? Wow. Nice. You guys watch Bleach, by the way? What do you guys think of the Bankai? What do you guys think about Katen Kyokotsu Karamatsu Shinju? That's the way he said it. He said it weird. It's a grueling challenge throughout. Hey, tell me about it, dude. Do you guys see how crazily much better I'm doing at this fight compared to last time? The sensation of learning and improving at a hard game is like so satisfying. Not giving up and sticking with it, you know, and then improving. It's the shit. Oh, it's really great that we stopped by here because now I can go get supplies, which I couldn't Because it spawned me next to the monster. That's great. Oh damn, I just realized that I haven't had dinner. Do you guys want to have dinner with me? I just realized that I'm hungry and I haven't had dinner. No, I'll eat after. I'll eat after. With my cousin 10 years ago. Well, Bleach it stays good. It's got its lulls. I would say skip all the filler arcs, but that goes without saying if you've ever watched anime. Okay, nice and buff. Is that a Tigrex? And Rafa Bunga? That's crazy, dude. This is not an area to be in right now. Go for the tail, wound the tail, tenderize. I fainted? I don't think I did. I think you're kind of cheating, but you know, whatever. You're eating chorizo? Chorizo? I think there's only one Z in that word. Otherwise, it would be like Italian. It would be chorizo. Chorizo, como stai? Babidi boopy. But I think it's more. I think it's Spanish. I think it's chorizo. It's delicious. Yeah, spicy sausages are a high tier. It's interesting though because non-spicy sausages not that high tier in my opinion. Not as much of a fan of sausages that aren't spicy. If it's just like a bit of mushy pork inside, it's going to be difficult for you to get me on board. What am I trying to do here? Potato mash, yeah, potato mash. Like when you have good mash, it's a really high tier food, but there are so many different qualities of. It's kind of like getting pizza. Like you can get pizza that like blows your mind and is like one of the best things you've ever had. But there's some grim fucking pizza out there, dude. There's some depressing pizza. Mash is similar, and you know, as a Swede, you know, potato mash it's like half of everything we eat, right? You guys know this. It's like Koreans are button mashing, Swedes are potato mashing, dude. Yeah, and I've learned how to roll out of the slime as well. I've improved so much of this fight, it's ridiculous. Oh, damn. Okay. The dodge. The dodge. The dodge. Is there a turf war? Yeah, there's a turf war. What's he fighting with? Oh, it's that dragon again. Please do 19k, yeah, or 1900. gonna pick up these parts because there's a chance I can get enough parts to make my pants even without defeating the monster. Tekken, the hideous Tekken. Okay, we need to take a look at the Tekken merch. We'll do that before we end the stream. As soon as this hunt is over, we'll go laugh at Tekken a little bit. And then for like 10 minutes of the stream, my viewership will go up 200%. Because I'm talking about Tekken even though I don't want to. I want to laugh and make fun of Tekken though. That's just fun. As long as I don't have to play that shit, you know. Hit the tail because you're a Chad. Hit the tail again. Oh, watch the explosions. Oh, different explosions? Double explode. Oh, this is a problem now. Delivery, please. Nice. Cat actually came through for once. Oh damn, he's fighting a Tigrex. That's so crazy. These two are strong monsters, dude. Get the materials. They don't run. You can beat Tigrex. If I can do so, can you? I hate Tigers. It's my least favorite fight, so let's bail. I think he's going into my favorite area now, though, which is really good. Okay, he's not. This is like my least favorite area. Can't believe the little guy is like giving me trouble. Okay, I'm all buffed up. You know, let's just fight. Oh god. The little ones? Really? What? What's this fake-ass cheating dog shit? What am I playing, Tekken 8? Fake dog shit in this game? Fake dog shit. Instant gib for no reason. Okay. Random death for no reason? Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Alright, I gotta pick up stones for wallbang. Forgot. It's like doing everything right and then all of a sudden, boom, you're dead. Whatever. Game's trash. Better luck next time. The small Pachycephalosaurus. I don't know how large Pachycephalosaurus was, though. Maybe it's more like a Stygimoloch. They're some of my favorite dinosaurs. I'm a bit of a Ornithischia stan. I really like the bird hip dinosaurs, who paradoxically are not the ones that evolved into birds. Is this taking you longer to beat than Tigrex? No. I already beat him. This is my second fight. I beat this boss pretty confidently just now. I just want to do it again for some more materials. But Tigrex, for me, took longer. But Tigrex was also a worse fight. It was not Tigrex was not this fun. I didn't play Ark Survival Evolved. I wanted to jump in. It seemed cool. But I never did. There he is. Yeah, these are like bigger than Pachycephalosaurus, I'm pretty sure. Closest to a modern dino is a salt. What? This game's trash. Why did that happen? It happened again. Okay, so there's nothing, something I don't know about the fight. I can just insta kill you. Yeah, I mean a crocodile is an archosaur, so it is a shoebill. Well, all the all the birds are officially actually dinosaurs, but the crocodile is an archosaur, so it's closely related to dinosaurs, but it's not a dinosaur. Same thing is true of like pterosaurs, who are also archosaurs but not dinosaurs. Whereas I think a lot of large marine reptiles, like if you look at mosasaurs and ichthyosaurs, I think they are actually more closely related to the non-archosaurian reptiles like snakes and lizards. Crocs has been around since crocs have been around since before the dinosaurs. I think it's really cool, but it's a testament to their strategy, their predation strategy just being so successful. Because you're an ambush predator in the water, so you're perfectly concealed. Every animal in the world or around you in your ecosystem has to get to that water to drink or they die. And then you just spec maximum points into massive bite force so that when they show up to the water, which they have to, it's so genius. It's a perfect trap laid for you. The water is not translucent, so they can't see you. You have a nose and you have vibration senses and eyes that may make it so that you can see through the water but they can't see you, and then you have like the most powerful bite force ever, and you just end it with the first attack, tear off a limb or just crush all the bones, and then you're also in the water where you're super comfortable but they aren't, so they, even if they try and struggle, you like establish environmental dominance right away and they start drowning, and then you just eat and chill. So I think that's why crocodiles have been around since long before the dinosaurs and are still here. It's just such a successful predation strategy. Throw in like bulletproof skin. The death throw, exactly. So like you put someone in the water and then you clamp down on the limb, you break the bones, and then you death roll and you tear the limb out of its socket at the same time. Now they can't get out of the water. You know what I mean? I mean, it's so cool. It is really cool if you look at a lot of crocodiles and crocodile adjacent animals like pseudosuchia or things like that. You get all of these really really weird and awesome crocodilians that have sort of deviated from that predation pattern though. So there's this one, I forget the name of the genus, but it's a crocodile that had longer limbs that were oriented underneath the body as opposed to sprawled to the side the way it tends to be in a lot of crocodiles. And it basically had almost hooves and it could run through the forest and hunt things. So it's essentially a wolf. I don't know if it was a pack hunter, but it's okay, maybe more like a some sort of fucking horrifying mountain lion, but it's a crocodile. It's got like a crocodilian head and that horrible bite force, but it can run you down on land. Scary horse wolf, yeah. Let's see if I can find a picture of it. They're so awesome. Or it's like a hoofed crocodile. Here it is. Planocranidae is an extinct family of Eusuchian crocodilomorphs known from the Paleogene of Asia, Europe, and North America. The family was coined in 1976 and contains three genera. Boverisuchus, that's the one I think I've heard about before. Boverisuchus, Duerosuchus, and Planocrania. Adapted for living on land. Extensive body armor, long legs, and blunt claws resembling hooves. They are sometimes informally called the hooved crocodiles. Dude, that is so awesome. Like, I would almost give an arm to see one of these. For real. Okay, let's laugh at the trash Tekken merch. Where is it? Do you do co-op hunts? I've only done hunts with my girlfriend so far. I do want to, but I'm soloing all the story quests, all of the bosses, like all the progression. I'm soloing everything because I want to learn the game and get really good at it. I don't want to have help, but I do really want to do co-op hunts and play with you guys. I just want to get good first, if that makes sense. You could link it. Yeah, I don't think you can link in the chat for some reason. YouTube doesn't allow it. It's annoying. I'll just Google Tekken merch, shall I? Apparel. Figurine. Oh my god. This Kazuya Jin figurine is like $230, dude. Are you talking about the one that's on sale? Isn't this the one that Rip broke on stream because it's trash? What? There's a Devil Jin figurine that's $800. Oh my god. There's an $800 Devil Jin statue and it's sold out. That can't be true. Who's fucking dumb enough to buy this? Oh god. An Elisa figure? Well, you know. You're just gonna come on its butt. We all know what you would be using it for. They should make anime girl figurines, like official ones that come with like a tenga or some sort of, plastic vagina attached. And then just make them a size where you can sort of hold it with your hand. So it's that not like a giant thing, because then you won't be able to like hide it in the closet when you bring a date home, which you won't if you buy Tekken figurines. I'm losing my voice. I've been talking too much, you guys. There was that really funny picture of a guy who was like, there was like a Shrek Tenga. There's like a Shrek. It's a picture I saw somewhere. Maybe somebody sent it to me, but it was somebody who had like bought a green. Somebody had bought like a green plastic vagina, and then they like had a picture of like Shrek's wife. I also love that one picture of the Asian girl who is like, it's such a good picture. It's like an Asian girl who's sitting on her bed like this, and then she's naked on the bed and she's looking back with this like complete shock on her face, looking at somebody walking in, and then she has a blow up doll with a dick on the bed, and she's printed out a picture of Justin Bieber's face on like a normal A4 paper and taped it to the blow up doll's face, and she has Justin Bieber posters all over the wall. So like her mom walked in with a camera on her when she was like trying to have sex with her homemade Justin Bieber sex doll, which is, it's so good, dude. Let's see here, Justin Bieber blow up doll girl. If I search for that, it should come up. I'm not seeing it, dude. That's such a legendary picture, dude, because her face is amazing in that picture. Huh. Fiona is the guest character. Well, doesn't she like know martial arts? That'd be cool. Oh, you call them 8.5 by 11? Isn't it much easier to call them A4 though? Is that really what you call them? You call them 8.5 by 11? Yeah, but you refer to like you call like 2 by 4. It's another like retarded American term for something. I like 2 by 4 though. 2 by 4, I know exactly what a 2 by 4 is. Well, I guess it's a piece of wood that's 2 by 4 inches, right? And they're not even 2 by They're not even 2 by 4 anymore. But I like American terms that I know that most of the Swedish people I know and my family uh, don't know. But I do because I'm such an American. Like I'm a Westaboo. Like I want to be American. I'm slipping into an even more American accent as I'm saying this because I'm like thinking about how much I wish I was American. What do we call 2 by 4s? I don't know. I actually don't know. I'd have to ask my dad. He's the DIY guy. It's fucking crazy how my dad can build anything. I don't get it. Like he has had no training, and he's like, yeah, well, and he like built an extension to the house. He's like, well, first we got to dig out the ground, so I rented a digger, and now we obviously need to build like the base for the house. So I'm gonna build this mold, and then we're gonna like fill it with concrete, and then he puts in pipes and cables and builds a wall and isolates it and or insulates it, and then he like does the roofing and the tiling and everything. And then digger? You don't call it a digger? Don't you call it a digger? He rents a digger. What did you think I said? Okay, when my dad wants to build something, he gets a digger to do it, okay? Uh, he rents a digger who's a and the digger is a black guy called Michael. And then Michael digs the You guys are trying to fucking trick me into getting banned. Fuck you guys. I have like over half a decade, almost a whole decade of being consistently fucking not racist on this channel, okay? You're not gonna catch me out now like 7 or 8 years in. Excavator? Nah. I don't like it. I'm gonna call it a digger. Because an excavator, I guess it feels like you're like trying to dig something out of the ground, like bones, like you excavate bones, or not bones, fossils. Sorry, unless your dog has, buried bones in the yard, and you need to excavate them. Couldn't post a link. It's all right. I'll probably stream again tomorrow, and we can check it out then. Thank you so much for watching this, you guys. We killed the Brachiodingus. It was fun. I like the fight. We got a new weapon. It looks cool. This Gamma horn. I'm gonna make a new hat soon because this doesn't work thematically, even though it looks cool. Now I'm gonna have my dinner, even though it's 10 o'clock. Maybe check out some Tekken 8 nude mods and then go to bed. And I gotta place an order for one of these Shrek Tengas that I just found. They're cheap. I mean, they look pretty high quality and they're cheap. You can buy like 5 Shrek Tengas for the same price as one of these shitty figurines from Tekken 8. Alright, I'll catch you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for teaching me about this game. I'm learning more every day.